Yeah, and people, welcome back. Yet another show at the Nick and That podcast. Yeah, talking about all lot of stuff today about the Reggae Boys players. Yeah, and also what have been happening over there in Europe, the rest of part of Europe and England. But before we go any further in the show, Daniel, I want to say this. I want to make a tribute. Over you saw that Real Madrid have won the La Liga. Yeah, but I have to say this. They said that Jude Bellingham is the fifth Englishman to win the La Liga for an English team, for a Spanish team.
Yeah.
But I want to start this off, by saying this about this point here. Larry Cunningham, he is the first black professional player that started out in England. Also with Jamaican descent, both parents come from, that winners generation. I think he born in the 50s, Larry Cunningham was the first black player to also won the La Liga for Real Madrid in 1979 and 1978. We have to give a tribute to that also, you don't know, he from Jamaican descent. So big up to Larry Cunningham. He passed away at the age of 33, very young, died in a crash in Madrid. But next up, Real Madrid won their 36 La Liga title. Yeah, all of the title like Daniel, but how is your Sunday so far?
Good so far, can't complain, kind of look sick, but still have the energy to jump on the podcast. But you don't know, Sunday and we ready to keep the leather going.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, we have some stuff to get in. We have some stuff to get in. Especially that Omari Hutchinson thing, and also what's happening with that title race in England. But before we move on, I want to say this, man. Our team is in action later. Arnett Garden. It's going to be a very decisive game in the JPL against Cavalier. The last time we played Cavaliers out, man, knockout round, they thump us up wicked. Yeah, we did not even score a goal. But, we're going to get to that later. Watch that. I think that game is 6 p.m. my time. It's 5 p.m. local time, Jamaica. But yeah, big game down there at Savannah Park. It's going to be a jump pack arena. And I heard that the whole Sentan, should be coming out to watch that game. But I think Waterhouse have something special for them. Yeah, Waterhouse have something special for them. But look, people, we will be right back. Let's get our intro in it. Yeah. Yes, people, that's our intro for the Nick and That podcast. Daniel, look, we're going to start off with your side of story. I want to hear your side of story and, the young player that's making waves for the academy in Chelsea Football Club, Dujan. I haven't heard much from you, about his prospect and how, what you heard from around the Chelsea music, because you're much closer around the Chelsea because that's your team. I want you just shed some highlight on what's really going on with the player and how you think it will materialize out for him at Chelsea. Also, yeah, how he's going to get integrated into this first team because it was a bit we say was a bit frustrated for a lot of people around, especially seeing him a couple of days before that Spurs match. He was training with the first team, but just unfortunately he didn't make that squad. I was a bit sad, yeah, but I just think that Chelsea have really nothing to play for but some European spot. But Shed some light. What's going on. You scored a few goals a few days back in that knockout round in that academy bracket. Yeah, I think it was on Brighton. But what you think on Dujan season so far at Chelsea? I know you think things will happen for him in the first game.
So far the develop has been very good. After maybe you could have say a slow start. I remember when he just started. We were saying like, why not get at least so good more and more minutes. Like we just say, yo, why the coach are bring them on so late, but overall starting to get his fitness up. He played 12 games so far, score 5 goals and assist 3 goals. So, overall, he started to get that fitness. But um, I would love to see Pochettino bring him into the team in the last couple of games. But right now, Chelsea's trying to get Europa spot, the last Europa League spot, and we don't have no room for error at this time. And maybe if there was nothing to play for in the ending part of the season, then I could say yeah. But right now, Pochettino is trying to save his job because Chelsea need to be in some European competition next season. So he's trying to have a job. So yeah, but overall, I like his game. His game is getting there, and he's gonna get much better. And we're talking about an 18-year-old right here. Like he's still learning. Like coming all the way from Jamaica. He didn't really play any senior level football in Jamaica. Coming from a youth level,
Yeah,
had to move to England, even though people might say, "Oh, the Phoenix Academy went to England and beat up every team on it." But day in day out, they get to train with Thiago Silva, Enzo Fernandez, a World Cup winner. You see me as a Chidwell, experienced international player that have so many caps for England, and then they have a man like Sterling, where you can learn from a Jamaican culturized colleague, where you can learn from, can show you how you can become at as a highest level professional, or if you carry yourself and off the field and on the field. So you mean that right, they're on the right set up and setting up for him. I think Pochettino probably gonna end up continue it next season because I see all this Chelsea team over the past few games kind of get a little rhythm. So I think some of the fans them kind of buy into there's no obvious replacement for coming and replace Pochettino. So that's gonna be a advantage for Dujan Richards
yeah,
to have Pochettino there because Pochettino already know him from pre-season. I think Pochettino know the player, see him not training and see the type of player he is. Maybe Pochettino staying might help develop Dujan to become a world leader. So I like what we see so far. I just hope that he can stay fit, be humble, hold a head down, and keep working. Your time will come.
yeah. How important though? You said something that really interested. How important you think Chelsea finishing a European spot that you know conference Europa League. How important that is for the academy. Especially whisper of trying to get into the team. The club going to have extra games. You're going to play teams from far east, far west. Some smaller tier teams in their top flight league. Important it is for the club to finish in a European spot so youngsters can, English club been known to do that, play as a younger string team in those ties, especially the conference and Europa League. How important it is for the team to qualify, for that trophy.
I think it's very important to get into European competition. It's extra games on the
Yeah.
schedule. It's more players get opportunity to play. So and it's a silverware, and it's an opportunity to get into another, maybe get back into the Champions League, and you know, if you're in here, you might just go all out and try to win it. So it's very important Chelsea fin in a European League spot, and it's help financially, help you balance the books as
Yeah.
well. Is what I'm saying, and to go out there and help to better the squad financially. So it's really, really important. If you look at all angles, it's very important to Chelsea. I think the expectation what the money was spent this summer, so it was supposed to get in the top four, but that didn't work out because it have been a very poor season, a lot of injuries, whatever. But it's very important to get into the European League spot.
Yeah. Is there any interest of the club trying to get any attacking players? Is there any talks of you heard in around the Chelsea website, when Chelsea Chronicles, all those Twitter pages, you see anything about young Richards of how what's the plan for him to get into the team?
Yeah, maybe what's the name? Osman. I think Chelsea can improve on that books, and maybe an extra experienced midfielder come in and help out
Yeah,
in the midfield. And Thiago Silva gonna leave at the end of the season, so maybe another centre back, someone experienced. I think we have another promising youngster. I think we just need some experience there, but I think there's some experience to boost the squad and help bring these youngsters over the line and help make them become a better player. But yeah, that's experience I'm looking forward to. Players over 25 and up. They say they're gonna get rid of that rule because when I think Chelsea one of them never want to buy no players over 25. So they said that that's out of the books now. So let's see if they're gonna keep them word and go and get some experienced players around this team.
yeah, yeah. I do think as I was always said in previous video, yeah, it's going to be a massive 3 months ahead for for Whisper in terms of development and getting a lot more game time, especially in that preseason coming up for the Blues. In America, a lot of eyes going to be on Chelsea in that summer. I think you guys going to play Wrexham in San Diego. But again, you have some massive games coming up for the Reggae Boys. Hopefully, he can be around that team. But I just think, patient, for him, it will happen. Keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
In the academy. Keep scoring. Keep working hard. And I said this. I remember when he just came over and I think he played. I don't remember if it was under 18. He played in first, yeah, and just look at his game then and look at his game now. It's improving, like it's rapidly improving,
Yeah.
fast and fast. Look at how he's playing with his back to the goal. Playing as a number. And I just think that a winger. I just don't think he is a natural winger. To be honest, I think he is a natural goal score finisher playing in that number 9. He have a cannon, a left foot. He can shoot the ball very hard. He has a very good technique. Kicking the ball hard. Not many players can shoot the ball very hard with a technique that's the ball going to travel on one level. Yeah, I've seen it over and over in schoolboy football, in academy football. I don't think he scored anything but stunners. That's his skill set he have. And looking at how he's playing, the youth games, he just look like he's above the rest of the players. I don't know if you saw it, but what you think though? I think he's a cut above most of those players, the teammates that he's coming up against.
Yeah, his body built too. It's a big and firm
He's just
and
18.
yeah, it's gonna get better and better and better nutrition, eating, health, far as that diet is different, but he's above every most of the players that is peer, because I feel like that Jamaican food of it will come from, that background and you think, so, otherwise, we don't hear. We have. I don't know too much about him when he was playing. I think it was more like at the late stage of his schoolboy career, but start to hear
Yeah,
about him. I never
yeah.
really knew about him before. So I look a bit later. But does he have any injury history of injury, like anything like
I
that?
know he picked up. I know he picked up. I think it was an injury in schoolboy football, but I don't think it was that serious because he continued the game.
Okay, so
Yeah, he
there's
continued
no
the game.
really. Okay, so yeah, I think everything's set up for him to win because I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I feel like I said this so many times. Once Joe Shield, that Chelsea recruitment come for you, the opportunity will come your way. All of these players that balling at young players that balling at Chelsea right now is Joe Shield go for them. He went for Cole Palmer, he went for Lavia from
Yeah,
Southampton, he went for Madueke
yeah,
from PSV Eindhoven, he went for Jackson, he went for Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Badashil, like all these players that youngsters that you see is balling at Chelsea. Malo Gostard is another one. All of these players that you see, they are Joe Shield recruitment. He's the one that tell the club, hey, that player is gonna be a top player. Go and get him.
yeah.
So this John Richards, the opportunity will come his way.
Yeah, look at this. You know, we're good. Like growing up, growing up back home, we have seen so many talented players go to waste. Yeah, but one thing though with this Phoenix Academy, it seems like you have more players that's going good in terms of not wasting their talent. You're not going to hear everything of what really happening, like negative and stuff like that in the camp, but like how important this academy is to Jamaican football. Like how many more players can it push out in the next 5 years? You know, two players are out there in the Premier League, bro. This is not a normal achievement. So many academies around the world, yeah, dream of opportunities like this. Having two clients from their academy that came through is playing in a Premier League team. One is on the verge of getting into the senior team, and the next one is an established player at this moment. Probably would say the second best player for Aston Villa. But how important is this academy is to Jamaican football of bringing through the next best talents? And would you want to see the other side of the coin, women start to come through the Phoenix Academy?
Yeah, I think we should figure out a way to get the women's in there as well. I think the talent is there. We just need. I know Butler doing one thing. I know if Butler really interested to help the females to start develop too. But
Yeah,
that's
started
another
already.
story to talk about. But as far as Butler, I think Butler is doing a really great job. He's very good at identifying a player from very young birth. I think we should give Butler some credit. I know he's have his flaws and
Yeah, yeah.
his issue with whatever is behind the scene, and but we have to give Butler a lot of credit. He's very good at identifying.
Identify talent.
Yeah, identify some top talent. But we want to see this thing keep going every year. Every year after the schoolboy football season
Season.
over, we should be see some player like this come out and say, "Yo, him on the next big thing." Like this should be. This year and then whisper and then that's it. Maybe another 5 years again before we see another top talent. This
Yeah.
should be so. This should be a team consistency. Every year we see at least
Yeah,
one
because so
top
many
player.
players in the Money Cup have gone wasted.
So many players. And I will tell you this, I would say talented and players than Bailey
Of course,
and Whisper
of course,
that go to
of
waste.
course, of
You know what
course.
I'm saying?
A lot.
So we have to make sure that we 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 put these players in the right place to get them the opportunity. I don't think I think it's very hard at back then, but now we have the social media. You can just upload a video. You can, so I think it will be easier now. People have a lot of connections and, so I think it will be easier now. Once you're a good coach and you can score players and you see a player and no man, you need the right resource, right resource to push him, and but I just want this to keep continue. And me as a Jamaican, we love football, we play football all these years, and we just never have that opportunity. We never have that push.
Resource to back us.
We never have that resource, but we just love to see it. Just like me and you right now, if we pop up and we see a young player, we're going to go there and talk about him and push him out there and tell the world, say, hey, him are the next big thing. So, is it me?
Time, because growing up, we have seen it happen in South America a lot.
Yeah.
There's always a video of the best talented youths in South America, is it Brazil, Uruguay, Argentina, Colombia. I remember one time I used to see, videos of Luis Diaz, in Colombia. Yeah. And even, go back to the days of Diego Forlan. I've seen even videos, early time supporting United of this young player in the Uruguayan football, playing for Peñarol. Look at even the player that played for NYFC, Tati Castellano, former player of NYFC, seeing videos of them, Pele, you name it, Neymar, so I think, we need to be highlighting this stuff and like, look, push a lot of media hype around them. Look, in this day and age, media hype around players, it can help grow the player revenue in terms of how much he can go for. Because when you have a lot of people that in the space, in mainstream media, especially in the local space, is talking about this player, it's going to be like, who is this kid that everyone is talking about? So it can bring, a lot more value, to the player name. But man, too much players, going wasted, and I can start calling names, and even now morning, if the show still continue, we'll still be calling names of how many talented youths have gone to waste. And I probably could say, remember Lamar Wanka Nelson from Charlie Smith?
Yeah.
You have, look, Alex Marshall was a very dynamic player in schoolboy football. You used to have this player for St. George's named Kendan Anderson. Yeah, look at the player that usually play for Excelsior that scored our goal in the Under 17 World Cup, Zelana Barnes. Talented players. Look at the player that right now playing for Molines. He played 2 seasons for Molines, the last 2 seasons in the JPL. Jason Wright, the man who got leading goal scorer in that qualification for us to go to the 2011 Under 17 World Cup. He's a natural goal scorer, but again, the resource, the player himself, have to get take responsibility, for his action and all of that. But so many young players. But we're going to move on from young Dojan. Going to talk.
Damn. So Nick got kicked out. I guess he's some technical problem. But yeah, as I said, following up to Dujan, top player.
I don't know what happened. They're just frozen out. But we're going to talk about another player that also around the Chelsea team, that went out on loan last season and is causing a traffic of waves around local space. Omari Hutchinson, a player that only have around 13 or 14 more months left back on his contract. Negotiation process, I heard it from January around the Chelsea camp that him agent and Chelsea have been talking about structure a new deal. This player is on 14 grand a week contract. I would love him to stay. He's a quality player. Look at how he's continuing playing right now for Ipswich. You could see that this player can go another level. I think he have 1 or 2 more level to go. Look at his technical ability. Look at the goal that he scored, on the weekend. Look at the pocket that he dropped into and how he turned and shift his body to the right and then hit the ball back to the angle where he was coming from. Not every player can do stuff like that. But shed some light though on this talent, Omari Hutchinson, who is yet to 100% commit to the Reggae Boy team.
top player. I remember I used to saw some when Chelsea just they signed him, and I was like, "Who is this kid?" And I remember I used to see some wicked video of him when he was a little baby boy. I'm like, "Whoa, this kid, man, that pile salad man, everything. Like he was very skillful. Like they was saying that he's a new Hazard, and I'm like, so,
Yeah.
and then Mr. Chelsea signed him, and I'm not surprised. I am not surprised, and I think you have another level to go. I think he seemed very humble kid. In just keep very seemed very quiet. And just get
Yeah.
the job done. But um, I I think right now at Chelsea, I don't know, man. We have a lot of right wingers. I don't know. I think he's gonna be on the
How far is he
outside.
from that level to get into the first team?
I I don't think he's too far, but we always said that the championship and the Premier League level is totally different. Right now the player that is playing that position for Chelsea is Madueke, and I could be honest with you right now.
Top.
Madueke is balling out right now. He's balling. You see what I'm saying? So, and then if you think about the youth, Brazilian were loaned to Salzburg,
Mm-hmm.
Alonso. Him play right wing too, and he's a good baller too. So it's gonna be a lot of issue to get in that team. And Cole Palmer can play out there as well. And I don't know, man. I think Hutchinson gonna have it tough to make it in that Chelsea team. But as I said, he's a player that seems like he's gonna back himself. And who is me to tell him that, yo, you can't make it at Chelsea? You get what I'm saying? End of the day, you get the opportunity. If you go up on the Chelsea team in the preseason, you get the opportunity. Do the thing. But
That's where you
me
have to show his talent.
personally, eh?
That's where you have to show his talent on preseason with Chelsea
Yeah,
coming in the summer.
yeah. But me personally, I will. If me were him, I would have go back to Ipswich and do
Get
a
get
season at the Premier League.
get that Premier League experience. Know our coach already developed you. We have
Yeah,
been saying on the show, look, it's always a risk of a young player going to the championship and perform well. But 100% correct move that you have done last summer. It's a wonderful setup team to be around. Ipswich is a very good team in terms of how they facilitate players and how they recruit. A very good young manager that wanting to prove himself in the space. It's a tough job to be a manager in a championship. And what he have been doing, for the last 2.5 seasons, you know, last season at League One got promoted, with 19 points. Now got promoted to the Premier League with 96 points. Yeah, it Omar Hutchinson around 15 goals involvements. But I have to say, he is a massive part of what Ipswich have done this season, especially in the lateral part of the championship season. The championship season when it reach around Easter, that's their Christmas season for the English Premier League. Busy fixtures, and his game have picked up from there. But that goal that he scored against that brace that he scored, if they went to that game and he didn't manage to pull off that one of those stunner that he scored, it would have probably be a little bit more chaos around Ipswich Town in terms of getting that promotion, because they would have probably be on same points, with Leeds. If Leeds would have won on the weekend, so that was a massive point that they picked up, and his 2 goals that he scored is probably the most 2 valuable score of their season so far. But I want to but before I move on to this, if in his camp, yeah, new contract or move on, sit out and run again and see where your career going, see the doors as a free agent. But Chelsea signing him as a young prospect, they wouldn't want to lose him on a free. That's not how Chelsea run. So more likely in the summer you see him with a new deal going into the new season coming August.
Yeah. I think for him, it would make sense to sign a new contract. Sign a couple more years, and as I said, if you can go out and back yourself, do the right thing, perform, you will come back and get opportunity as Chelsea. I think
Yeah,
Gallagher do it for years. Gallagher did it for years. Rhys James went out on loan as well, did it for years, come back. Mason Mount when he was at Chelsea did it for years. It's not a bad road to take. You get what I'm saying? You just have to make sure, say, whenever you go out, you perform. You get me? And
and
and,
Rich
and
James
see
was
if
Wigan Athletic, was Wigan or Reading?
with Wigan Athletic as well.
It was Wigan. It was two
I
of
think
them.
it was Wigan. I think it was Wigan already.
But
One
his
out of
last
them.
season before Frankie Lampard integrated into the first team, he got
It
player
was
of the season.
championship. Yeah,
Yeah, he was champion. He got player of the season
yeah,
for that club.
yeah.
You
And
know, yeah,
Matson that is balling out at Dortmund, he went to
yeah.
Burnley. So it's not a bad route to take. You get what I'm saying? So I would sign a new contract with Chelsea for a couple more years and go back out on loan and keep developing yourself as a player. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to be. I think the next step should be sign up back again with Ipswich Town in the Premier League. That's an easier pathway of getting, some experience in English League football. But the skill set is there. The mindset is there. Kieran McKenna, I've spoken highly of him, of how he's really want to reach to the top, and he's determined and he's working behind the scene. After training, before training. So he's on the right path, but the thing that we have concern about with Omari Hutchinson is that his body fight off that physical challenge in the English Premier League? Is his body ready physically? But time will tell it whenever we see him in the Premier League. Hopefully it will happen with Ipswich Town, because I think that's just a very, very good environment to be around. It's really steady. It's not a broken environment where I like, yeah.
I don't think the body in body structure would be a problem. I think he start working into the gym and do a lot of work. Look at Saka. Saka is not
Yeah,
this
it's
big
it's not
player.
just it's not just flesh. Like your
You
body
know.
don't have to have a lot of flesh to be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of like fitness,
Yeah. He
how you
just
can
not just
hold
know
off
to
challenge,
all. Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's not just down
Yeah.
to like the flesh on your body, of body structure, but like in terms of fitness, the strength of your
Yeah.
body, or you can hold off player, or you can play. He's going to be playing in if he sign up to for Ipswich in coming months to play in the Premier League. It's how he's going to transition that from championship football. But he have experienced that, yeah. He played around 44 league games for them. But look at how the Premier League is going to be in relegation scrap. More unlikely. That's how Ipswich going to, start out their season. So he's going to be in a dark fight. He's going to be in a tough space in terms of you might have six lose, on the bounce. How you can recover from that. So it's going to take a toll on all of those players' bodies. So that's what I'm saying, how his body can cope with all of that was supposed to come, for Ipswich in the Premier League. But I want to go, a little bit into his career of the reggae boy. You know, before before he before he before that Nations League game against the US and that semi-final and third and fourth, the coach have done a press conference, and I'm going to play about the press conference to refresh back, if whoever is watching on the stream right now don't remember what Coach Grimson have said about, Kieran, about Omari Hutchinson. But this is what, Coach Grimson have said about the player.
Again, a player that we are monitoring, we are in contact with. So a good question. I know the fans have been asking about him. So we have, I'm in contact with the family. They said, as you remember, we're not hiding anything. They said that he wanted time before he wanted to come back to national team, because this time he said he wants to focus on the promotion fight, and after that he will take the step for the national team. But he's really now focused on getting the promotion for Ipswich. He wants to purely focus on that, and he feels like it's enough for him at the moment as a player to be doing that one thing at this time. So we respect that, but we are monitoring that player, are in good contact with them. So there's nothing unusual about this. He's just focusing on his career at Ipswich, and yeah, that is his free choice, of course. But like you saw in our 60-player squad, he was there. So we always are hoping that he will sometimes say, "Okay, I'm ready."
So, Daniel, I have seen something on Twitter that they're saying, "Okay, PR stunt. You on mute. You hearing me? Yeah. So your thing is on mute. So
yeah, I know.
Yeah, I have heard. Now I've seen it. Yeah, something on Twitter. I should have taken a screenshot of it, and a lot of people, in that it was a Ipswich Town, like a fan channel on Twitter. Yeah, and a few people in the comment section said, okay, it was a PR stunt. You think that what he did by rocking the reggae boy, not the reggae boy, but the Jamaican national flag, yeah, around his waist. We've seen it all over whenever there is a team that won something, trophy, whatever trophy it is, yeah, they have their country flag around them. You think anything like of a PR stunt? You think this players 100% have committed to the reggae boy team?
What if it's a excuse me? If it's a PR stunt, what does he gain from this?
Trigger the move about, he's ready for playing for Jamaica. Show the English people that look, I can still play for the Three Lions, but I'm rocking this national flag of Jamaica. Yeah, so I'm just thinking about that. But that's what they said. PR stunt. So that's the only thing I can think of. He's triggering a selection for. But he have turned down the national team and a under 21 call up for England also. The last international winner. So look at it. The young player that for Sheffield Wednesday, I think is Kadamari Bailey. He's gotten called up for the reggae boy, but after he got now called up for I think it was the under 19 team for England. And he chosen England over the reggae boys. Now we see the same thing with Omari. He reject the under 21 call up for England and also reject the call up for the senior team for the reggae boys. You see anything like he reject both countries that he can play for. He's seriously about coming his future with Ipswich in terms of fighting for promotion. Maybe at the time, yeah, he probably thinking, okay, I'm not ready to be going out to be playing international football and come back to play club football. Card. During that time, it was going to the busiest period of championship around Easter. That's when they play like every 3-4 days, right out to 2 weeks straight. So what you think though, and his whole selection around the Jamaican national team?
Excuse me. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like him decline the England call up, under 21 call up, and in decline the Jamaica, and play senior team as yet. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck in between this. Like I don't know what is his mindset. Like what do you want to do? I don't get it. Like what are you waiting for? I understand you said that it was one of the busiest period of championship, and you don't want to go old, you get injured. You want to actually help this team get promoted. There's a lot of context to it and stuff, but it's still confusing. Like, what does he really want? Like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of confused. Like, end of the day, this will come to an end. Like, this a decision, as I said, a decision I have to make before a certain time. You get what I'm saying? I already told you. These decisions have to make at a certain time, and I don't know. I think it have to be a deadline to what he wants to do. Right now, I don't think he's nowhere near that England team. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of confused. Why is he not saying? And he doesn't come out and saying anything. Is he saying anything?
No, you heard what the coach have said. Al Grimson have said.
I don't know, man. I'm confused.
Going to move on from that piece. Next one, like Omari, what will be his best position around this team? Look, we have seen for Ipswich playing on that wide right. You know, a lot of shot. You know, you have taken, especially cutting in on that favorite left foot. I have something that I want to show the people. Them, yeah, I have something that I want to show you guys. So, look at this. Look at this diagram of his shot map in the championship for Ipswich. You know, looking at this, you know, this is his heat map. You know, 66 shots, you know, and he has 10 goals. But look at that map of where all those shots are coming from. It's all out on the right. So I'm saying, you know, Daniel, is it that, you know, that we lack of creative players in that central midfield era? You know, we don't lack quality out there on the wing. We have players that can really play out on the wing. You know, we have Bailey, we have Jamal, you know, you have Cephas, you have Omari. You have players that can come in. You know, you have Bobby can play out there. But where this team, the Reggae Boy team, have lacked a lot of potential and a lot of players is in that central midfield position in the middle of the park in terms of getting players in that way they can create. What you think, you know, his best position will be in this team? Because before I let you answer that question, I want to put this out. Just let me get this. So the diagram you guys have been looking at right now on the screen, you know, that's his map. And 66, you know, shots towards the goal, you know, 18 of those shots are coming from his right foot. You know, shots out the box, it's 23. Yeah, 48 shots have came from his left foot, and he have 43 shots inside of the box, and he have 23 shots outside of the box. Yeah, looking at that, you see some quality of this player, you know, in terms of on the wing. But my point of view, I feel like he is a central midfielder player for us. In look at how he can trap in that midfield position and create a lot of space for himself, you know. But moving on for selection, though, you think his best attribute that he can give to this Reggae Boy team, you know, outside on the wing, or he can play in that number 10 position?
I can see. You can see that his best position is play on the right, and he likes to cut in and shoot. Honestly, it depends on how the system of the coach. Do I think he can play behind the striker? I don't know. Is he that cute with his passing? You know, could be turned into a playmaker. I don't see. I'm gonna be real. I don't see too much of him recently. Like, he's like I sit down and watch a full 90 minutes of him game, but by seeing that
diagram,
that diagram that you just put up, I can tell he's a winger that wants to come in and link up play and cut in and shoot. Like, I don't think he's someone who's wanna go down and square. I think he's more like a Saka, you know, want to link up with Odegaard and, you know, 1-2, you know, keep it moving. But I don't know. Do you see anything in this game that tell you he could be a number 10, like a Odegaard?
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah, I seen it.
Okay.
I have seen, you know, a lot of times he came off the wing for Ipswich. He was playing on the right, and the weekend he was playing on the left. And his body position and his position that he picked up in that game. Yeah. Who they played? Forgot who they played, man. Huddersfield. They play Huddersfield. Yeah, they play Huddersfield. Look at that goal, you know, that he scored, and look where he picked up the ball. That was in a number 10 position. Yeah. So I have seen it again, especially that game against Hull City. Look at how he picked up the ball mostly in that second half. He was drifting a little bit more inside. He's a natural winger playing for Ipswich, want to come on his left foot and shoot, but a lot of times he just trying to come a little bit more inverted and trying to get more into the game, trying to link up play with his midfielders. So what I'm thinking, the midfield, the wingers, Demari will always be out there on the left. Yeah. Whenever Leon is in the camp and is healthy or no issues for selection, he will always be starting out there on the right. So you could see that it's kind of compact out there, yeah. But midfield, I think, where he can probably create a lot more for himself and also creating chances for his teammate in this Jamaica team. I don't think we have anything much like him in around the team.
Yeah.
My point of view, look at Forest, the game that going to play June 6th at the National Stadium against Dominican Republic. More likely, they're going to play a low block. Who in the team that have a lot of creativity about them that can unlock a low block team, especially when the 11 players standing, playing behind the ball. Omari Hutchinson this season, yeah, he have created 38 chances for his teammate in the championship, yeah. And look at his touches. He have 1,395 touches in the championship this season. So that's someone that clearly, you want to know how much touches Leon Bailey get on the ball for Aston Villa in the Premier League? 1,074. So this is someone that want to get on the ball. He want ball to feed. So I'm saying, sometime in our system, the Ipswich Town system might suit him in terms of the license that he get from Kieran McKenna. After he can drift in, he can drift out, he can go over there. We don't know what will it be to a certain extent for Coach Al Grimson. Yeah, but look at how his stats is showing me right now. This is someone that want to play with the ball at all times. So that's what I'm saying. With all his creativity, he needs to be in that team. And coming June 6th, if I was a coach and he's up for selection, Casey Palmer, Omar Hutchinson, and Nanalo in the midfield three. Trust me. You have a player that can get in around that CDM, that can tackle, that going to be a little bit more athletic than Joel Latibodier, yeah, who's going to bring a lot of physicality, a bite in the midfield. You're not going to get much from this DR team. I've seen them around, when they play games on the international. Yeah, they're not that team that they're going to go out there and be a lot more explosive. So coming to the national stadium, they will walk away with a point and be happy. So I'm saying, one CDM and use two creative midfielders. You have to gamble. You have to try to break down teams like that. Don't give them any comfort zone. Because the moment they let the game go 50, 60, 70, 0-0, 1-1, you're giving them more confidence that, look, I can come out from this game with something. So I'm saying, man, I just feel like midfield, he can play in that number 10 position for us. If you're looking where I'm going, but just like the Leon Bailey situation at the moment, he will be a perfect player that can replace him because he has experience of playing out on the wing. And I have something that I want to share with the people then. Omari, this is not a comparison of saying Omari is better than Leon Bailey. This is a comparison that, we have a player in the trigger button that, look, he can come up in any time and replace a man like Bailey who have an issue with the federation, yeah? He have the skill set. And look at, this, but listen to this, what I'm going to say. So this is the players in league stats this season. And this was before Leon Bailey played today against Brighton. Omar Hutchinson have played 44 league games this season. We know the championship teams and go on to 46 when the Premier League stop at 38. Leon Bailey have played 33 league games. Both of them, the ratio in terms of getting starts in both teams, Omari Hutchinson is 20. He got 20 starts for Ipswich this season, and Leon have 21. Yeah, total shots in the league. Omari have 41, Leon Bailey have 36. Yeah? Shots on target, Omari have 30, Leon have 18. Yeah? Shots accuracy, Omari Hutchinson have 73%, Leon Bailey have 50% shot accuracy. And also, Leon Bailey have more goal involvement than him. He have 19 and Omari have 15 in the league. In terms of, in terms of goal involvements per 90, Omari have 0.43 and Leon have a 0.59. Yeah, successful passes. Omari Hutchinson have 582 successful passes. That's 77% of his successful passes. Yeah. Leon Chippy Bailey have 516, but he have one more higher percentage than Omar, which is 78. Yeah. Chances created this season in the leagues. So all people, if you just come in, these are the league stats between the players, and yeah. Chances created. He have created 38, meanwhile Leon Bailey have created 49. We know Leon Bailey is one of the most creative player in the Premier League at this moment. Yeah. Next up, successful crosses. Omari have 23, Leon have 17. Successful dribbles. He have 50. That's 40%, 47% of his successful dribbles. Leon Bailey have 51. That's 53% of his successful dribble. Touches. I just said it. Omar have 1,395 touches in the championship. Yeah. Leon Bailey have 1,074 touches in the English Premier League. Touches in opposition box, Omari have 155. Meanwhile, Chippy have 129. Fouls one as a winger, 36 for Omari and 24 Leon Bailey. So look at the comparison in terms of their league stats this season. This is a player that's playing below, Chippy. Not saying he's a better player, but I'm saying he is someone that right now, with the issues that Chippy is having, he's one of the to-go guy that we can depend on to come in and play on that right-hand side. So everyone, that's joining in right now. This is Omar Hutchinson of his shots. It's mostly coming from the right side. Yeah. Look at the goals that he has scored. Most of it is in the box, and just a few of those goals came from outside of the box. Yeah.
That one on the D. I'm trying to figure out if I miss that one on the not the D man and the 12 yards box. That's the
18 yard box.
Yeah, 18 yard box. I mean.
So the one in the white is goals.
The goal, right?
Yeah. The one in the white is goal.
Okay.
So that's the one. That's the one of them in just slightly around 18, 19 yards out. And look at it. His shots conversion rate is out there on that right hand side. I'm going to pull up Leon Bailey on. So this is Leon Bailey shots. This is his shots, where it's coming from. It's kind of similar. Both players play the similar similar position on the pitch for both club teams.
Yeah.
But I'm saying though, just look at his shots. He have 64 shots accuracy. That's a few lesser than Omari. This is a player can get on the ball. Someone that want to shoot. Understand that in the championship, Ipswich Town, their standard, they're playing a lot more high quality than most of the teams in the championship. Leon is playing at a higher level where he's getting less opportunities and less space. You have to create more. You have to be a little bit more precise on how he attack in the Premier League. Yeah, but I'm just saying, man, we have a player, in the selection status that he's going to be massive. He's going to be massive in terms of looking at how he's playing. Yeah, excellent player. But what I have just put out there, that blueprint, what you have to say about this player in terms of statistics, where he's getting in around this team.
To be honest, I think As I said, I just feel like the deadline with these players to come in and start build the chemistry around the squad to get the country to the World Cup. You know, that's just more everybody to just be commit. You know, I mean, I wanna the half-hearted players. You know, every in them that know them confused, them not sure. Like I just don't like that. I just want if you're gonna come and represent the country, then come with a full heart, come with full commitment. So the preparation we need to be getting these players in. The season going to be finished for the club teams,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna be Copa America. I can't wait to see when is those squads
I
supposed to
think the
come up.
professional squad. Look, I think the professional squad. I was looking and I saw something that the professional squad should be named around Monday, Tuesday. If anyone is on the stream watching and you know the correct date for, the professional squad for the Copa America, you guys can just add it in the chat so I can get that information. But I think I know I saw that is either Monday or Tuesday. I saw it with a Brazilian article that was reading online, when the Copa America provisional squad to be named. But as what you heard, Coach Grimson said, they always put him in the provisional squad. Yeah, they always giving him that time to think. They always selecting him for duties. So it's up to him and if he's going to come and make that decision that look, it's ready. But what he have said, he wanted to stay. He have helped Ipswich Town get into the Premier League. He have scored those 2 vital goals against Wolves that got them that massive points. Everything is done. Dusted. Ipswich Town. Kieran McKenna is happy. Everybody's happy. Omari Hutchinson is happy. Chelsea is happy. It's a successful loan spell. No, it's up to him now. It's all on him. Go away, get some vacation with your family, whoever, and free your mind and think about it. That is he going to come play for the Reggae Boys this time now, or it's going to happen? You're going to come up again. Maybe okay. I'm going to start up my club. My decision on where I'm going to play. You can get the excuse that again, which I'm not saying I'm fighting the player for that, but we just have to accept it. He's a young player, maybe he's taking a step at a time. Not everyone can deal with, international football and club football is a whole lot of pressure when you put them together of playing one time, so we don't know what this player is thinking up here, so we have to just come to an agreement and just look, this is the man decision. So if he come up again and said something, hey, I'm starting up my decision on where I'm going to sign contract with Chelsea, or I'm going to make my decision on which club I'm going to go out on loan, is that I'm going to Ipswich or whatever, but it's a good thing the season has cut short for them. They got that automatic promotional spot. So today is what? Today is the 5th. He have a month and a day left to make this is not really a month and a day, but you have a month and a day before the next game up for the Reggae Boy at the National Stadium. So you have a couple weeks, probably around 3 weeks. Yeah, probably around. I think that the squads might name for June international dates after the Champions League. I think May the 26th. So after that, that weekend. So during that time. But that's my thing. But look at this. I leave this one out. I didn't remember to say this, but with the 2 players, their defensive duties of what they've been doing for their club team. Omari have 116 recoveries. Meanwhile, Leon Bill have 99 recoveries. And possession 1 in final third, Omari have 23 possession 1 in final third, and Leon Bill have 14 possession 1 in the final third. So this is a player that, look, that Chippy have been getting a lot of, not I would say beaten, but a lot of criticism of not tracking back and helping our right back. That's one of our weakest points in the national team. So this player showing that, in his stats that he will get back and do the dirty work. He will press, because that's what Ipswich don't play on the front foot. Yeah? Want to keep position, want to press, don't give the opponent a lot of time on the ball. Leon Bailey, his game is getting better. He's getting more and more close to that 90-minute consecutively. We see him play Thursday against Olympiacos. Now, he played against Brighton. He started that game. And again, traveling away to Greece, more likely he will start. So you could see that improvements is happening on the player side in terms of getting enough minutes and their fitness level. So it's a player that, he's a wild card out there that whenever he come in, he's going to add real quality and steel to this Reggae Boy team. And it's going to bring a lot of headache into Coach Al Grimson in terms of selection. Someone said, Low, Hutchinson, and Bobby. Yeah, 6 in a he said Low, Hutchinson, and Bobby. Probably saying that those 3 players should be in the midfield. Yeah, I mean that kind of makes sense. I was saying Low, Hutchinson, and Casey Palmer, but he was saying Casey Palmer have a work backfield game. Yeah, so I have no issues with that. I could understand where that comparison is coming from. That's kind of a little bit more stable midfield, but again, you want to have a much creative player to break down this Dominica team because they will be coming full force. But people, that's it. For Omari, we have spoken about Whisper, we have spoken about Omari Hutchinson. Yeah. Now it's time to talk about another player that Jamalo. We're going to move on to Jamalo. So Jamalo's season have come to an end. You know that he was with the Cherries. He was on loan at Swansea. 29 years old now. But I want to bring up this. Middlesbrough, Middlesbrough and Millwall have pulled out of their interest in Jamalo. So Ipswich Town and Norwich City is interested. The reason for Millwall and Middlesbrough to pull out, Michael Carrick have said he have going to take a different approach in the transfer market. Yeah, he's going to try to get more out of his squad. Yeah, and Millwall saying that in terms of the player is on a Premier League wage. His salary is around between 12 and 14,000 pounds a week. Not many clubs in the Championship can afford that. So Norwich, Ipswich Town, they're going to have the money. Norwich City is a club that have the money, yeah. But remember when this player, Daniel, was at Swansea, when Swansea just got relegated, when he was playing with what's his name? Ayew. Yeah, I think is it Andre Ayew? They was playing, and he have a wonderful season, for Swansea City. But I'm going to move with the rumors. So in 2019, just before COVID, I'm going to build up from then until now to get this thing with Jamalo. Yeah. In 2019, he was linked with Celtic, Daniel, and he was having a wonderful season with the Pompies, where he spent 3 seasons there with Portsmouth. He played from there 2016 to 2019, 3 seasons, and he have had 105 games. He have 29 goals and 15 assists for Portsmouth that season, and he went on and go to Wigan. 2019, Celtic came in for you, Neil Lennon, yeah, Champions League football. You think, looking at his career, look at his career from 2016 until 2021. He have played over 90% of the games that the club that he's at to get more minutes. So he was having less injuries. Celtic came in. It didn't, he chose to go to Wigan in the Championship. What you be looking into that decision? Celtic, Neil Lennon, massive club up there, in Scotland. They're going to play European football every season. Champions League, Europa League. At that time, they did start out in the Champions League, went down to the Europa League, yeah. But I mean, what's your take though, and that decision though? Like, is it you think that Wigan came in for more money? The Championship teams have more money than teams in Scottish Premier League, but you don't think that will be a further step in his career, in his development? I think he was around 25, 26 around that time. Yeah, give me some as a former player that used to play the game, why you think a player would turn down Celtic and move on to Wigan in the Championship?
I think he probably look at it as Championship. We just only need to get next to the Premier League. The Premier League is next door. You know what I'm saying? So he probably was looking at it as that step. All they have to do is just get qualified, maybe win the championship, and then get qualified for the Premier. But at that time, if both come to me, Wigan, Celtic a big club, traditional big club.
Big club.
You know what I'm saying? As I said, Champions League football, etc.
Yeah.
But I wanna go to Celtic. You're guaranteed to win a trophy there for sure, and you still could have make it back to the Premier League. You still could have get a transfer to the Premier League. Once you go over there and just start performing, you still get a move to the the Premier League. But
yeah,
maybe more money put into play as well. You never know. These players these days, I can't even blame them because they have to look out for themselves. Them family, them have things they wanna get. So I can't even blame him. But if I were in his shoes, I would have picked Celtic. Because getting into the championship is not easy. Championship is tough. You have to can survive in that league. Team went down in the championship and it take years for them to get back in the Premier League. So he wasn't guaranteed that. Like, when was the last time Wigan got in the Premier League? It's been years.
I think they got relegated when they beat Manchester City in the FA Cup. Remember when Steve Sidwell scored that goal? It was a 1-0 win. When I think it was Pellegrini team. Yeah, you're hearing clearly, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. I think they won the FA Cup 2013.
Sure I know they beat City in the final. I'm not sure which team.
Roberto Martinez, right, was the coach, right? So around 2013, 2014, they got knocked out right there. Summer right there. They got knocked out. A decade, just say around a decade now, they have got knocked out of the Premier League. But this season is loan spell, 35 games, 24 starts, 9 goals, 3 assists. I would say another injury season that he have trouble with injury. Yeah, he was just coming off an injury like a month and a half, 2 months ago. So but looking at it, Norwich, Ipswich Town is strongly, heavily linked with the player at this moment. As I said, he's on a contract at Bournemouth, just around 12 and 14,000 pounds a week. Yeah, not many clubs in the championship can take on that type of salary. But again, 29, Ipswich got promoted. Norwich is in around the playoff to get up. Yeah, you think like you just cannot make another bad decision again. This right now, this is around his final mark to get the last big contract. Yeah. This is his last time probably to get his biggest earning of his career. So you have to be careful on what he's going to do in the summer coming. It's going to be a massive, massive summer for him as well. So that was Jamalo little roundups of what is happening around the player at this moment. So hopefully he can make the right decision. But Ipswich and Norwich City is in the mix for him, heavily strongly linked with both teams. So we're going to move on from Jamalo, and we're going to talk about I have a question for you. So the World Cup qualifiers is coming up, right? The Copa America is coming up, and then in September the Nations League return. How you as a fan, how are you looking at the Reggae Boy season from now until the end of the season? What are your expectation of getting into moving out of this group in the second round in the World Cup qualifier? Yeah, I don't know if you have heard me say this already. In 1994, when the last time the US hosted the World Cup, we never make it to the final round. We got knocked out in our group where we have Bermuda, Canada, and El Salvador. We finished third. Yeah. Fast forward, a couple decades, ahead. US is hosting the World Cup again. We have BVI, we have Guatemala, we have Dominica and Dominican Republic. We just cannot make any mistake like that. What happened in around 1994 World Cup qualifier. So what's your takes and Coach Grimson, looking ahead as a fan in the World Cup qualifier, what's your achievements you think would be the best for the Reggae Boy team in Copa America, and what will be your success for the team in the Nations League coming up in September?
Honestly, if you're gonna be realistic, I think the next round, make it out to the group from the Copa America, and anything after that is bonus to me, in the Copa America.
Mexico, Ecuador, and Venezuela.
Yeah. Even coming out that group is a win. Like, is a W, So that group is not. Don't underestimate no South American team, and we have been very awful against Mexico recently. So yeah, getting out of that group is gonna be tough, but I think we can do it, And then I have no otherwise than we need to comfortable make it to the World Cup. I should not see this. It's gonna be a big disappointment if we don't make it to it. With the squad, the resource we have now, the players them we are bringing in. I don't think we did have that luxury back then.
Yeah.
Can just go England and just get any player we want.
You're right.
Like, you see what I'm saying? We didn't have that luxury back then. So I understand. We didn't have that resource. We understand. And the level of the players who have played the football
at the highest level.
At the highest level.
We have players that won European trophy last season in our team, Mikel Antonio.
Yes. You see what I'm saying? And we have a lot of players now in the Premier League now, abroad, all over the place now. So
we have young players who know.
Yeah. There's no room for error. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We should be wiping the floor, turning up to these small teams and just knock them out. We should not be.
Yeah. Bro, it's just impossible for not to get out
Mexico, you're not gonna face Mexico no more. You're not gonna face Canada. You're not gonna face USA. Then what's the issue? What is the issue? It's gonna be
three more spots. 3 more spots. Plus
and they still have 3 more spots.
We have 3 spots plus a 4th spot that going to play like a half a spot. You say a half a spot, 3.5 spot.
If we don't make it to the World Cup, this World Cup, we might have just
question. Just not make it to the World Cup, coach are going to lose his job.
Of course. Even the people on the board, everybody should have. We just start over a whole new organization. Just start all over again. Yeah, man. We are rename the place. We don't even name Jamaica again. Let's start back over again. Rename Jamaica.
Rename the country.
Rename the whole country. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Waste of time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But look, Nations League September. You didn't say about that. What's your take? We went to the semi-final. Yeah, we came third. We beat a very good Panama team. But what your takes, on Nations League? We're supposed to be looking to be winning that cup.
After what I see the last Nations League, I think we have a chance. After so many players was absent as well.
Yeah.
So I think if we can bring back some of those players back into fold and, just hope some luck run with me. People stay fit. People stay with a problem. Nobody not suspending and thing. I think we can. I don't think this is the best of the best Mexico team. I just think that whenever we play Mexico, we just always seem naive. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think we play. I think we don't fear USA. I think we try to play against USA. But every time when we face Mexico, we just look naive. I don't know. I think naive. We just look naive tactically. But
I think we have too much.
I think we're scared. I don't know if we're scared of Mexico. Like we're scared of them or something.
This is the best time to play Mexico.
Yeah, this is their worst Mexico team in years. And we make them look like.
You want to answer that question?
Well, boy, FIFA need to consider having the World Cup World Cup every 3 years.
That going to mess up a lot of schedule.
Nah. The 4 years is good. The 4 years is good. I think,
bro, 4 years come quick, you know?
The 4 years, yeah, man. 4 years.
4 years
good,
start
man.
to come quick because you have a whole lot of football. Look, when we were as a kid, we were looking forward to the Confederation Cup. No,
The 4 years, good, man.
No, next year, you have this summer, you have the Copa. You have next year you have the FIFA Club World Cup in America. Then you have the World Cup in the other year. So I mean, it's something that can consider, but the 3-year plan, more, it's going to be a hell of a task to reschedule back all these international tournaments. They're going to talk about the Club World Cup, the Nations League, or they're going to structure the World Cup qualifier, so, and you already hear coaches and players in a ball already for the fixtures is too tight, so it's going to be a big task. I can't believe this question, but Blackout Flex said, can a 32-year-old Leon Bailey make the Jamaican 2030 World Cup team? I don't know what is the thinking behind this. Blackout Flex, I don't know what the thinking behind this.
I'm not going to answer that question.
I don't know. I can't answer it.
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
I don't know what the thinking behind
let's wait and see when we get to that age. Then we'll talk about it. Let's see.
That's 6 years ahead, man. That's 6 years ahead. But people, I have something that I want to say about the Copa America. I'm going to lay out something for you guys. So hope you guys listen keenly. So this is going to be our 3rd appearance in a World Cup tournament. Yeah. We have played 2015, 2016 when it played back-to-back. I think the time when Chile won it back-to-back, one of them was that Centenario in America. Yeah, I think that was the 2015 when Messi walked away left the Argentina team. But look at this. In 2016, we had Uruguay, we have Mexico, and I can't remember if it was Venezuela. I think it was Venezuela. Yeah. So that group stage that Winford Schaefer, was coaching the team with, that team with Lee Williamson, McCleary, Makinoff, Hector, what's the player that won the Premier League for Leicester City? What's his name, the defender?
Which defender that?
That played for Leicester City, that reggae boy defender. Morgan, what's his name?
Morgan.
Where's Morgan?
Where's Morgan?
You have Clayton Donaldson. That was the squad there in the 2016 Copa America. Yeah. So in the Copa America so far, our last 2 appearances, we haven't scored a goal. We have conceded 9 goals in combined after 2 tournaments. 3 goals when it was played in Chile, and we conceded 1-1 against all those teams, including Argentina in the group stage. 2016, we lost 3-0 against Uruguay. We lost 2-0 against Mexico, I think, and against Venezuela we lost 1-0. If I'm correct, you can correct me in the comment section, but that's I can remember. So the game that kind of strike me, yeah, the Uruguay game. Listen to this, Daniel. So we played Uruguay, a team that Tavares, the coach that used to walk with the stick. You remember that coach?
Yeah.
So you have Edison Cavani, you have Nicolas Lodeiro, you have Alvaro Gonzalo, you have Godin, you have Jimenez. You know that team. The game that we played against Uruguay, the last group stage game in 2016 Copa America, the semifinal. Yeah. Possession. We have more ball possession than the Uruguay team in that game. They have 48 and we have 52. I know who was in that midfield, people? Michael Hector and Lee Williamson was in that midfield with McCleary and Makinoff was on the wing. Yeah, and James Barnes and Clayton Donaldson was up front. So look, in that game, we have made 430 passes in the game. Yeah, Uruguay have 413. We have 326 accurate pass in the game. They have 322. Lee Williamson had 61 touches on the ball. Meanwhile, Michael Hector have 173 touches. Who was in that midfield? Lodero, Alvaro Gonzalez, Vicinio, Carlos Sanchez, one of the only black player that, was in the Uruguay team at that time, the number 5, yeah? That was a high-quality midfield from Uruguay. So looking at it now, we have Venezuela, we have the Mexico team, in this Copa America. So that team, compared to this team now, we have played more possession ball in that game than the Uruguay team, which is a South American. They probably should have balled us off the park. Even though they won the game 3-0, Jevan Watson, I think, scored their own goal in that game. Abel Hernandez and Cavani was up front. And I was like, why we can't play a system? Why we can't play a little bit more attacking system with these teams? We can go toe-to-toe with some of these teams. But is that when we come up against this team, sometimes we're too scared.
Yeah.
So just look at that, what I laid out to you. Not many people would have known this about the Reggae Boy team. In terms of stats, we have outshined the Uruguay national team at that time. You understand? Not many people would have known that. And the group that we're in, Mexico ranked 14, Ecuador ranked 34, Venezuela ranked 54. Yeah, Ecuador ranked 31, I must say. Ecuador ranked 31, Mexico ranked 14, Venezuela ranked 54. And that's the group that we're in. And you're going to tell me that a team like Mexico, who is in there, one of their worst since the 80s. Yeah? One of the worst Mexican teams since the 80s, around 3 decades ago. And you're going to tell me that a Venezuela team that is struggling, a South American team, they have quality players. They have quality players. But we should be looking to beat these teams. Yeah, Ecuador, a team that have gone to the last back-to-back World Cup. Yeah, really good team that's playing out of the park right now in their own region, in their qualification. Yeah, they on farm. But, what happened in the last World Cup in Qatar, didn't make it out of the group and all that, but I just look at this group, Ecuador, Venezuela, Mexico. We should be competing at the highest level with these players that we have.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you want to drop any input in it, about Mexico, Ecuador, and Venezuela. Kudos to Mexico. Respect. They have quality player. Ecuador, quality player. Venezuela, they have quality player. But look at the selection of players that we have. Look at the level they're playing right now in there. This is Jamaica. I've never seen this level of players before, bro. So there's no reason that we cannot compete at the highest level. In the last 2 Copa, we just were in it just as selection because we brought there. But now we got invited again. No, not invited. We qualified. This time we qualified. You understand?
Yeah.
This time we qualified. So someone just said, I've Jamaica beating Mexico 3-1, and we have seen it. The Taxi Lawrence free kick that he scored that stunned the Mexico team. That brought us to the Gold Cup final against the US. I think it was 2015. But Javier said about this group and how you think, we should be competing. As you said, knockout round should be a must.
Yeah, but I think all those teams that in the group, I think if you look on the years these players playing together, they have a core.
Yeah, that's a quality point. That's a quality point.
They have a core. They have a system, Most of these players have a chemistry together, I think our Jamaica team, we chop on changing, we're going on for every international break, there's another player, there's a new player make a debut. His first time he's playing for Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Like these other teams, these players are playing for years together. You get me? So they have an understanding what it is to play together. When we go up on the field, we look like strangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We look like strangers. Like the players, they don't know what them for day. We're structured. They don't know. Like we just go for some players and put them on the field. So that's why we struggle as a team. Like that's why I'm saying going forward, I will want the coach to get some players that is coming and want to come in early as possible to build a momentum and a structure and a family gathering together.
Yeah, family vibes, you know.
Yeah, so it can build a core, you know, and we go forward with that for the next at least next 3-4 years, you know. Every minute we are going to pick up another new player, like it's a club thing.
And you're not saying that we should close the door on a new player, but
when I say that, you know, I say that, but I feel like we're still searching, like we keep on searching. You know what I say? We keep on searching. Like let the player them pop up and them a perform good. And then if they want to come play, feel cool. But I don't think we should go out there search for players every minute. You know, like a club. You know, I think we need to build a foundation, just like how your guy built with Suarez, Cavani, all of them man there for years. Argentina do it now.
Look at the Chile team.
Chile team for years. Years. You know what I'm saying? For years, the Spain squad
this Ecuador team is a new crop of youngsters that come through now, and they've been playing for a couple of years now. They went to the last World Cup.
Yeah, you know, so we should be doing that. We should learn and do stuff like that. Or else we're always not gonna perform. We're not gonna perform because we don't have that consistency with the team. You know, every match.
And also, we need a consistency from the coach, and we need a consistency from the administration. We need consistency from them also too. You know, it's just not down to the coaches, the players. Yeah, we need it even start from the top. Can you see if it starts from the top, then it can come straight down, and it can rub off on each and every individual that's below the administration. You know, look at the World Cup squad that Argentina have before they won the World Cup. The World Cup campaign, Argentina decided that, look, we're going to put everything in this basket because this is Lionel Messi last chance to win it. And what Argentina have done, they select a group of players from the get-go. A 35 man squad from the get-go. So look, at them money we are working with. You have Garnacho, who was in the academy for United, getting picked in that team. You understand? So, not saying the JFF should pick 30 players in our squad, but maybe you can say we work with a pool of players around 25, 26 at every international time. Our team will to call up for friendly, you know, Nations League, World Cup qualifier, tournament. We should have at least a core. So even the players, you know, where who you initially were not going to pick in that 23, but bring them in to make it at 26. So that you have that family orientated vibes, you have that togetherness. And be fair enough, it's improving. You know, this coach, I'm improving in terms of the selection of players. Yeah. We see in past with Tapatierdo with more, you know, with Winford Schaefer. Yeah. Players them are coming from left, right, and center with them Monday. But now this coach kind of steady the ship. You know, less and less players in kind of look out the box. But you understand, you know, the emotion of the players who is out there, you know, who have Jamaican nationality can, you know, represent the team. You're going to always have those reports, but you have to manage the squad of the players, you know. So I just hope that can continue to keep tightening up and we'll have a solid core. You know, player like Kaim Dix, a player like Whisper should be always in around our setup. Those two players are the two players right now on top in terms of local young players that's coming from Jamaica. You understand? Mix them with the experience. So, you know, a player like Kaim who haven't, you know, go in Europe, all should be, and I want him to be in around that Copa America team. I want Kaim Dixon to be in that Copa team. Why? It will give him that exposure. And in their last big press conference before the Nations League, there was an interview with Coach Grimson. I think someone asked him, is that if Kaim Dixon, is it Kaim? Yeah, it's Kaim Dixon is under pressure to perform to keep his game. And coach, what's his name? The assistant coach. Shit. I've said that. No, I forgot his name. Marian Garden. I've said, look, Kaim Dixon's selection is not to pressure him, is not to perform. It's to give him the exposure, getting experience from the international players that they've been playing, like the Bobby Reed for the last 5-6 years for Jamaica team. Look all those players, getting around. Look at how they cooperate. Look at how they behave. Look at the other players and over the fence for different national teams. Look at what it is to be an international duty. Yeah, look at what the players and look at how they conduct their body in terms of how much sleep, how much time them train, who is stay back after training, who is there after training. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting in the next 2 years of Jamaican football because, Daniel, if we don't make it, catastrophe, bro. A chaos. You see Civil War going to Haiti? A Civil War would have gone to Jamaican football industry. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man, I got get draped up, man. But, yeah, man. One more thing we have with the regular boy, then, we talk about some club football. The thing that Andre Blake have said a piece. Yeah, Andre Blake have said a piece, people, and I'm going to play back some clips of what Andre Blake have said, in the past. So this is a 2 combination of interview. He have done it with 876 Stream. I think that one done around January of 2022. I have done one on Management Channel, I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, so we're going to get in it, but want just to listen to the interview first, what Andre Blake have said, because the player came out and said, once you're happy, once you're not happy, is it time to move on. So listen to this interview from Andre Blake.
I got drafted 14. I remember Schaefer calling me and say it might have been 14. Okay. But I don't remember for sure.
But 2017 was a breakout year.
2017 was the breakout year for national team. Brighton came, contract and everything sent over. When they do the checks, Jamaica never ranked low enough.
Hi. Oh yeah.
And for long enough. So I couldn't secure a work permit, and then Crystal Palace came. Deadline day, trying to see if they could, push it over the line as a more established club, but I wouldn't say they couldn't, but they weren't willing because you had to pay a certain amount transfer fee if the player that you're...
if you're not in the top 50, I believe, at that time.
Yes. So they would have to pay a certain amount to show that the player is a very special player, and they said they just couldn't afford to pay that money on a goalkeeper. So that's I guess that was my opportunity to go to England.
I believe, you say you leave it to the fans, and I can tell you as a fan, we believe you have the ability to maybe play in Europe. Is that something that you'd still want to do? Is that something that you're looking to do?
I believe I can play there as well, and I want to play there. Mm-hmm. But, as I always tell people, I can't sign myself over there, and the timing is important. Sometimes when people hear the word Europe, they just think it's all, better roses in Europe, but it's actually not. So I want to make sure if I'm going to the right team, and the right league and everything. I've turned down offers from Europe.
Offers like where?
Yeah, I won't go into that, but even recently there was a we didn't get far into it because me and my agent, we made a decision pretty quick, but I think there was a team in Holland, that came, and a good team. They wanted me, but it didn't make sense based on what we are looking for and all so we decided that, you know, it wasn't the right move. And we just kind of shut it down. But I can go to Europe tomorrow if I want to go to Europe, but I don't want to go to Europe just to go to Europe. I want to go to England, you know, or Spain or France or even Germany, and, you know, go to a team that, you know, first of all, you can go and compete for a spot, and also an established team.
One of the, I'm going to speculate a little, because you say Holland. And this is unofficial or official. We'll edit it out if necessary, but I'm wondering, was it Ajax? Because Ajax was, you know, they're looking for a keeper right now. You said it's a good team.
I can say it was not Ajax. Maybe if it was Ajax, you know, I probably would have made the move, but it wasn't Ajax. And again, it was very early stages. They reached out, they said they were interested. They wanted to bring me in immediately, you know, but we couldn't come to certain terms, and so we kind of just say, you know, we don't want to waste each other's time. But, you know, there was nothing in writing, but there was some serious interest.
So you mentioned England, France, or Spain. Your boy get to assign, get to lose what day.
Yeah.
You think maybe you'd want to go to that level of team, or are you looking maybe for a championship team? Are you looking for a team competing in maybe Europe? What's the?
So I think I did some research, and they're in the second division right now, but they're about to get promoted. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's a good team. And again, you know, you're probably wanting to go to at least a mid-table team. If it's first division, or, you know, a team that's established in the second division that looking to go right back up, you know. But even in England, championship is a great league. But again, you know, you want to go to a team that, you know, stand a strong chance of making it up to the Prem. You don't want to go to a lower team. And then again, you know, numbers also, because, you know, some of the teams are just not looking to pay the transfer fee and the salary, so you have to shop with mid-table teams, because the lower teams are going to say they can't afford it. So yeah.
Yes. So look, that's the little thing that, you know, I go back and get, you know, footage, little audio clippings of Andre Blake, of doing interviews and talking about Europe. Pooh, you're mute. Come on from mute, because look, a goalkeeper that's 3 times goalkeeper of the year in MLS. Nobody else have done that. How is this man still in MLS?
As the man say, he can't sign himself unless somebody else come for him. I think that's
you surprised, right? You're surprised. He's still in MLS. He's 33 now.
Yeah, I'm surprised. And MLS over the years always produce a lot of good keepers, you know. So I don't think it's a risk. I don't think it's a risk signing keepers from MLS. You know, but I don't know. Maybe you need to fire his agent. You need to get a better agent, because
that's the only thing I can say. That's the only thing I can say.
Like, if me a film agent, me suppose can walk up to any Premier League club and say, hey, look at my client resume. He's a Jamaican international. He's the captain of Jamaican national team. He has played multiple international tournaments. He has been the best. 11 years. Yeah, he has been the best goalkeeper for consistent years in the MLS. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I think
the goalkeeper that Chelsea bought from Chicago, what's his name?
Petrovic.
Look what happened. Matt Turner. You understand? So yeah. I'm just thinking, like, look, he have said, you know, I could understand the Brighton and the Crystal Palace. Jamaica didn't rank in the top 50 for a consistent period of time to him to get a reprint. But I think back then, if you buy a player over, around 10 million or 50 million, you consider him as a top talent. You have said it. Yeah? But Crystal Palace didn't want to pay that amount of money for him, for a goalkeeper that's coming from the MLS. But I bet you if it was a Brazilian that, or another country who have high reputation in international football, they probably would have paid the money.
Yeah.
But look at it. Yes. We'll bypass the Brighton and we'll bypass the Crystal Palace. A team from Ajax. He said it wasn't Ajax. That's his word. Yeah, it wasn't Ajax. He said it was a top team though in the Eredivisie League, right?
Yeah.
Others from Ajax. You have Feyenoord. You have what's the other team again? PSV. Those are the three top teams. Ajax, PSV, and Feyenoord. And you could say AZ Alkmaar. You could say AZ Alkmaar. Maybe one time FC20 was a top team in it. Utrecht. Those teams. One time have them look running, but we don't know. We're just speculating what team it was. And he said the team came in for him, but it was in early stage, and him and his agent shut down the deal as quick as possible because he don't want to be wasting time. Bro, it's a negotiation. You understand? A team not gonna come in full and with contract, Daniel. A team got to start from the lowest that they think can hold it into a negotiation. These things are negotiation skills. Why not try to drag out the ball, drag it out, and see what can happen? The man said him and him agent pull up because in our waste both part time. What do you think? A team are just coming here and just say, yo, see there. See our 7 figures like what you earn in MLS now. See our 7 figures there a year time. See there. See our 7 figures there. You're gonna earn at a year time. Jamalo, a player that signed for a Premier League team is earning less than Blake. Jamalo earn around 600,000 a year for his Premier League contract. That's around 12,000-15,000 pounds a week. Blake I get 2x signed that. Blake market guard past that. You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it like, and then the man said, yo, he can go Europe at any time. So it's not just jump to Europe, I understand that, he said it's not Belarus and, the man have a family, I understand that. But Danny, with respect to El Capitan, you don't think sometimes football is all about risk? Sometimes you have to earn less, sometimes to go back up,
Yeah.
You understand? So, and then you're not going to earn USD, you're going to earn euros, which is a lot more value. You understand? So I'm just saying, man, I'm very disappointed, of what's really happening now with Andre Blake at Philadelphia Union. You understand, he's not talking about what he's earning because he's on a very good salary. He's on a very good salary as a goalkeeper in the MLS. Yeah, 7 figures. He's earning a very good salary. I must say that. But for a goalkeeper, 3 times MLS goalkeeper of the year. How much goalkeeper ever do that? None. The last Jamaican to do that, Donovan Ricketts, LA Galaxy, 2010, 2013. Matt Turner, me see them do interview too, and them say Blake are the pioneer to feed them generation a goalkeeper for come up, who them look up to. So, and then he have said a few things too. He said the US, they have helped push their players to get out there. You understand?
Yeah.
They help their players to get out there, which he was saying he don't know what's going on back home with the national team. To help, help project a deal, help something, just like a farmer player help them to get their Adidas contract. Federation can help players too. But man, come on, man. I'm just seeing, a player that his value just going down, just waste. He could have been earning around 30,000, 40,000 euros a week. He can manage to take care of his family back home a lot more easier. Can look at his car,
Maybe get very comfortable,
Huh?
Sometimes players get comfortable, family get comfortable, where you live, and sometimes leave, so I don't know, maybe just don't have any desire to move to a different country, different lifestyle, the kids gonna have to go to a different school, all type of different things, so no, maybe just
Netherlands, the population of Netherlands now speak good English.
Yeah.
Look at Gakpo. You heard Gakpo English? It's
Yeah.
good. Their English is good. Netherlands and Germany are one of the most like this, the country that in Scandinavia, their countries are speaking, a lot of English. So I'm just devastated to how Andre Blake kind of carry at 33 now, man. He's not managed to materialize that move. And just sometime in life, you have to take that risk. So maybe he, not managed to take that risk, but I'm not, really overwhelmed criticizing the player and the move. I don't know what those numbers are or what, but I'm just saying though, looking on the outside though, could have, materialized something else, man. Look at Junior Flemings, they're from USL and signed up for Toulouse. Look at that. Look at that. USL to Toulouse. I think that was in League Deux, was on their way to get promoted to the league on season, the following year.
Yeah, but then again, every player life different. I don't think Junior Flemings have a family. He might have kids.
I think he might look a young baby at this moment. I think so. I think he might look a young.
Live with him?
I'm not sure, but his family, everything. Blake, his wife, and his two youth, them live with him, and but yeah, I've done an interview not recently, but I was trying to look for that interview, but I couldn't find it when he was talking about, he have got offers overseas, but at this age of his career, I think he was around 30 at the time. He was saying that, would I want to go to Europe, learn a new language? My kid's going to come up into a different school, a whole different environment. You don't really need. You probably, I don't know, man. I don't know. You probably can go into that country and settle in first, and I don't know. As you said, maybe the drive wasn't there to go to an NFL league. He was just probably comfortable at what he's earning at. And again, tell you the truth, Blake should have been earning a lot more money in the MLS. Blake should have earned you say if Blake was at a club like a Seattle, a Portland, and LA Galaxy, Blake would have earned a lot more money. But he didn't get comfortable out here, in Philadelphia. Yeah? Life
maybe the Premier League club they comfy, man. That's where most Jamaican players want to go and play.
No, he have also said it, he would love to play for Manchester United.
Yeah, so if a Premier League come for you, you're not even a think twice. So maybe the desire wasn't to go to Ajax, Ajax in the Dutch league,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not the same. It is not the same, yeah, and maybe the money was not
was far off. Far off.
Yeah, probably wasn't that big of a deal.
But that's why I have agents to market you, to get the best deal for you.
That's why the first thing we said to you, you need to fire an agent. Yeah, that's the first thing we say. All these years, you put up these numbers, you have been consistent.
I think Damian have the same marketing people must go marketing. And that money, both him and Damian at this moment. But sad, man. It's sad to see, Andre Blake still gets stuck in MLS, yeah? So many good goalkeepers over the years in MLS, Nick Rimaldo, Brad Guzman, Timo Ward, you have Stefan Fry, you have Berkey, the German, but MLS, as I said, have been known for producing good goalkeepers over there, so it wasn't a bigger shock to say, they're coming for Blake. Yeah, but I think I would say at this moment 33, his European journey is probably over at this moment. Yeah, I think his dream is aspiration is cut from Europe, but
One thing I know with keeper have a very long career, you know, so never say never, you know.
he's a Jamaican. He's 33.
Never say
Look,
never.
you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Keeper is a long career. You never say never, you know.
You're
Stay
right
fit,
because
you know.
look at Guilherme Ochoa playing for Salernitana at what around close to 40.
Yeah, you know, as I said, you know, you never know, you know. So yeah.
You know, but it's what it is, man. But people going to spend the last 10-15 minutes going to talk about some European football. So our little reggae boy start have come to an end. Yeah, we're going to talk about a little title race in England. Yeah, Aston Villa giving up. I think Aston Villa could have qualified for the Champions League if they would have beat Brighton and like how Tottenham lost at Anfield, but they have let the Spursy live on to another year. But top title race. Where you think it's at this moment?
I think it's City to lose. City to lose. I think Arsenal basically do what they can do the best. They're they are victim of going up against the best team in the world right now. City just a different animal, and it's just unfortunate. Like City just not gonna drop any points. Like
Yeah.
you see the remaining fixtures, the only one we can say maybe is the one against Spurs, but Spurs have made look dreadful over the past few weeks. They can't keep a clean sheet. You can just see City go there and wipe the floor and beat them comfortably. So another title on City hands. So yeah, I think Arsenal they play so good this season, but they're gonna fall short again. So that's it. Yeah, I think City title to lose, and I don't see them stepping up.
Can I play an audio clip for you to hear this audio clip? Listen to this audio clip. This is after the Real Madrid and Manchester City game outside of the Etihad Stadium.
I hate Guardiola, but I need to say he's one of the best coaches in the world. It is true. It is true. They don't deserve this opportunity because the support they cannot be like that. They cannot. You give this team to United, and you see how excited to be to see these kind of guys every single weekend. That City supporter, do you realize why they are not a big team as Real Madrid? Was Manchester United as well, or even Barcelona as well. So we show with the big team in Europe and in the world. So maybe in the future you will realize how big is Real Madrid. Okay, guys, thank you very much.
The man I say City fans them too quiet. Is that the first I'm hearing that about the Etihad? The man them say like why City supporters are like that? You know why they're so quiet? He was like, I don't know, man. There's no atmosphere in Etihad Stadium.
I mean, sometimes they have a very good atmosphere out there, but I think 80% of the time it has been dull. I don't know if the fan gets so comfortable turning up the game that they just know that City are going to win. City are the favorites. Basically, City is favorites to win every game when they're going to play, right? So every game, as a fan, you go there. You know, if there's no drive, you guys win. They won the last 3 Premier League title. You know, they're the defending champion at the Champions League. So, you know, after it's like there's no fight.
How much Champions League Real Madrid win? That's what the guy is saying.
But that's a different thing. There's a different mentality. But that's the thing. City buy for them. Real Madrid build for them. You know, those are original fans. You know, City buy those. The first City fans them are new fans. You know, so that's the difference. United fans did it for years. You know, I was United upon top. They got ultra for the atmosphere is crazy. seeing with Chelsea, people might say Chelsea buy for them one, but shit, Chelsea buy for them one, but at least you got Stamford when United and Chelsea used to go back and forth. And you got Stamford Bridge, a fortress. Can't go Stamford Bridge and win so easy. Fortress over there. You see me and say so. I don't know. I just the new generation of fans now. You know, if them team now win, them quiet. You see me and say like my God. Like when me have to go through with my team, cause when me used to see my team used to win, but I easy switch team. But you know,
Yeah.
the new generation of fans. That's what I think.
Gotcha. But yeah, Aston Villa looks, seems like they're going to cement that top 4 spot, over Tottenham Hotspur. But I mean, you kind of frozen out a little bit. I don't know. You hearing me?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said that the title race basically it's all into City hands at the moment. All Arsenal is do is just to continue win game. But look, Aston Villa look like they're going to get in the top 4, yeah. But they have a massive task and coming up in midweek, travel away to Greece. That stadium going to be a lightning red. It's just like how you see Galatasaray Stadium is at, whenever there is a European game. That's how that stadium at Olympiacos is going to be on Thursday. Again, look at this, Daniel. When Mikel Antonio won the Conference League, yeah, you see all those games that those knockout ties that West Ham have played in, right up to the final against Fiorentina. Mikel Antonio have scored in all those ties leading up to the final. The final was the only game he never scored. He never scored in all at the 2-legged tie, but in the tie itself, he has scored in all the games build up to the Conference League. Leon have scored 1 goal, I think, and 1 assist in the Conference League right now in the knockout round. Yeah, the performances that Mikel Antonio have put in to get his team over the line. Coming Thursday, Bailey are gonna need to put in a performance because what they have done at Villa Park last week Thursday, it was shambles. Douglas Luiz missed a penalty. Leon Bailey, even though he got that assist, I think that goal by Diaby, he got that assist. But this is big European ties. This is the 42 history of Aston Villa, not won a European trophy. Yeah, since 81-82 season. So him have to turn up at Olympiacos coming Thursday. Olympiacos Stadium already. It's going to be rocking, intimidating atmosphere. Shine some light, on Villa going away at Olympiacos 4-2 down, no away goal. They need 2 goals and the day to get back in the tie.
It's gonna be difficult, man. Very, very difficult. Olympiacos have that European pedigree as well. I know enough people don't really know about them, but remember as a youth growing up, back in the day, Champions League, they used to always in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Back in the day. I don't know, man. I think Villa have been looked very bad over the past few weeks. That second half against Chelsea.
Yeah.
That's when I realized I was wondering what's going on, but they went away. Brighton have not win a game in such a long time. They went to Brighton and lose us again, and the man them coming in the backyard and slap 4 in the net. So I don't know. I think I'm not doubting Una Emery because he's a good coach. He can pull something out of the bag, but as much as I can see Aston Villa go there and score 2, I think Olympiacos is capable of scoring 2 again too. So Aston Villa gonna have to go there.
They just can't concede first in that game, Villa.
I think it's over if they concede in first in that game, but I just don't see them keeping a clean sheet. I don't see them go there and win that comfortable 2-0. I just don't see it. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be a very feisty, high-up game, fighting game. So it's going to be very difficult. I would love to see them win it just so Bailey can have a trophy. but I just don't see it. It's gonna be very difficult.
The only reason why this tie is not over is because it's Unai Emery, the European kingpin. He have never lost a semi-final tie in his history. You know, with these tournaments, he have never lost a tie in the semi-final. You know, so that's the only reason why Aston Villa is in it. Yeah, but as I said, man, you know, they have to come up big, can't concede first. But Leon Bailey, have to prove in word. Prove the man that, you know, he's the best player behind Ollie Watkins in this team. You have to come up big, you know. So let's see what's going to happen on Thursday. The game that played today, strange game. Liverpool versus Spurs. You know, Spurs just do Spursy. Yeah. Again, they just cannot deal with ball in the box. You know, and Big Ange posted good. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, man. Big Ange. Let's go with Big Ange. Yeah. His interview is what causing all the little chaos around Spurs team at this moment. That was a build-up to the game. Nobody was talking about the football, but Big Ange conceded 35 set-piece goal this season. Yeah, and talking about not changing it and all that thing. But Spursy, they run out of gas. They just run out of gas. It happened to Liverpool Jurgen Klopp in his first season. It happened to Pep Guardiola trying to play tiki-taka in his first season. You know, Big Ange, he have something that he need to change with this team coming in a few months from now when the Premier League kick off back again in August. Yeah? What do you think of Spursy of doing Spursy this season?
The coach, Big Ange, what you want to call him? He's naive. He's very naive. He's a naive coach. Like he doesn't change. Like, you know, him saying not business about set piece, like him not enough to do with way much I have to do. So you tell me, he said, you only just set up a team just to attack? That's what you tell me? That don't make no sense. He's naive. Like them start out the season so good early in the season, and they were beating everybody. They were playing the best football.
I said I'm gonna fall off like this.
But guess what? Guess what happened? Everybody figured them out. They figured them out. These coaches in the Premier League, they do tactical session. They watch the videos. They watch you. They see how you play. You cannot go the whole 38 games and play the same way and expect you're going to get the same results. Remember, if they have a run of the season when everybody injured and then they lose.
Yeah.
You know? He's not going to last. If this is his mentality, he's not going to last long at Tottenham. He's not going to last.
With the English
yeah, he's not gonna last. He's not gonna last.
He's not. Man, them have a laughter with him right now.
If he's not willing to change, he's not gonna last. Yo, phone's so dead enough. I don't take a chance. So yeah, let's say 5 more minutes.
Yeah. I think we have covered, you know, not much things happening. Leverkusen make it 48, beating Frankfurt. I strongly agree, this team going to go unbeaten. This was the last test. I see Roma go there and fall also, you know, from 2-0 last at the Stadio Olimpico. You know, Barcelona, you know, have gotten beaten by Girona. Girona qualified for their first ever UEFA Champions League, yeah? So, I mean, much of Europe has wrapped up. You know, Inter have done it over there. Leverkusen, you know, they Bayern lost on the weekend too, right? 3-1.
Yeah, they lost to Stuttgart away.
They lost to Stuttgart. You know, at this moment, you know, Roma and Juve is 1-1 like at 90 minutes. You know, so the 5th spot will go to Germany and Italy, right?
I think it's, either Italy and Germany.
Germany and Italy. So Roma, if they can manage to keep above Atalanta, even though Atalanta have 2 games and with just 3 points behind, you know, Roma and, you know, Bologna. Can't say Bologna have wrapped up, you know, their European season. You know, they're in 4th position, but yeah, I think much of Europe is coming to an end at the moment. So there's not much really to cover outside of that. But yeah, people really enjoy the show. We hit the 2 hour mark 5 minutes ago, so really good show, really like it. Really like the energy. Wish you guys communicate a little bit more down there in the comment section to give that we hear your side of the story in terms of the topics that we're talking about. Especially, we want to engage with you guys with the Reggae Boys content, the Reggae Boys topics. Yeah, we want to engage with you guys there because Jamaica. This is what we love. This is our country. So everybody else talk about their national team every day, every time, every minute, every hour, every second. So we want to do the same thing of highlighting our national team, highlighting our national players, So just love you guys. Probably engage a little bit more in the comment, but big up to everybody that's comment in the comment box. Yeah, really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to see maybe if the professional squad drop tomorrow for Copa. Yeah, me and Daniel will be here tomorrow also. So let's see if the Copa squad, professional squad, will drop tomorrow, unless we can have a little chat about that also. And should probably go into a little bit more details in the Reggae Boy matter, But yeah, you have anything that you want to say?
No, not really, but people, thanks for checking in as well, every Sunday, based upon yourself, very much appreciate it. Smash up the likes on the video, subscribe to both channel, follow us on the social, Instagram and Twitter, very much appreciate it, and hope everybody have a very blessed rest of your day. You don't know? Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, a Jamaican Premier League time in an hour and a half from now, it's Arnett Gardner will play Cavalier Football Club. The jungle is red and black out today on Sunday. Nobody that have work. So Bayern must be jam-packed today. Yeah? The whole of St. Anne I go come out. The Mount Pleasant massive. Them loud and them love talk. Yeah? Marcel Fuzzy might have something for them. Those Waterhouse team. Don't write off this Waterhouse team. This Waterhouse team is very dangerous when it comes out to knock out football in JP. So we have come to an end of the show, man. So people, bless up. And as I said, if the provisional squad drop tomorrow for the Reggae Boy, we will be here live again in the evening. But thanks for watching, man. This is the Carter Media House, followed by Daniel Football Show. Salute everybody. Yeah.